Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mushoku Tensei, Season 1, Episode 5.
Alright.
Rudy has left the farm.
Yeah, he has been sent to the ranch.
Voluntold into an apprenticeship, part-time job of sorts, with Ghislaine.
Ghislaine, yes. And I was very confused for a second because I was pretty sure that name was pronounced Ghislaine, but, you know...
Anime.
Different countries, different ways of pronouncing the names, and that's clearly how she called herself.
Yep.
Okay, all right, cool. I love this like dramatic turn of events because in a lot of ways, like this shakes up potentially everything depending on how long he's there.
Yep. Like we could see some actual like regular adventuring potentially, you know? Which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and from the perspective
impressive.
of him being like an assistant or someone that you know quickly
the backup support caster.
Yeah,
or something.
quickly rises up through the ranks in her like potential retinue, if you will.
Sure.
Of like those that help her with stuff. But you know, this could be just a couple weeks. This could be 2 years.
Yep. It could be a while.
There's no real way of telling because apprenticeships. Depending on what era, time, country, and all this you're from, apprenticeships can be, hella long.
Right, and like, granted, he's just wanting the money so that he can go to university and, you know, and, well, pay for two, right?
Sure.
But even then, magical university is probably pretty expensive, so who knows how long it would take to actually earn that up. But.
And also it could be a thing of where, you know, he eventually makes the decision of, oh, I have the money. I don't have to go home. I could just go to the school
and
straight
just,
from here.
And that's that.
And that could be that.
Yep.
Yeah. And in a lot of ways, I actually would understand that decision.
But the point is that right now, our NEET is, well, not a NEET.
No.
He's going to be working.
No. And that's huge. How he reacts to this and how he potentially endures this will be rather interesting. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That camera angle.
Yeah. Okay. Ah. Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
5 years.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh shit.
Wow.
For reasons that Paul doesn't understand, I am very glad he made that decision. And there we go.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Oh, is this the dad?
Probably.
The mayor. Whoa.
Last name of Grey Rat, though.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were like heroic adventurers of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it going to be an arranged marriage?
Yeah,
I think it is.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so this is why they're having someone that's closer to her age hopefully help her, because she won't listen to adults.
Exactly. Yep.
Is this the tsundere archetype?
Yep. Yep. We got the red hair. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh god. Yep, saw that coming. Run!
Yeah, just a little willful. Wow, she is actually a little kid. He just walked past him.
Yeah, basically.
I love it. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Gotta stay away from Dad.
Dang, really?
Oh shit.
This is the plan.
Ah.
They're both sent here.
Right. Okay.
that was amazing. Oh. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
I think
either her dad's really messed up, or...
Oh, no, they're really wanting to make sure this works. Okay, so he did go easy on the boy, though.
Yeah.
You have to heal her, dude. You have to heal her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good. She had, like... Oh, my God. Alright, I mean, I guess they knew what Rudy was capable of. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Amazing. Yep.
Love it.
Flawless. Oh,
damn.
She has to ask for his help. Dang, it's this hard.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Oh my god.
Hey, this is how some little shit kids act.
Yep.
Okay. All
right.
Nope, never got hired. His little
that smug smile. Yeah.
He learned that right from Zenith. He's like, I've seen that. I'm like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa. They might have seen them if it wasn't so dark.
Or those might have just been random riders in the night.
Yeah, who knows? Dang, there's all these little attention, like, to detail shots to really pull us into the environment.
I love that we're able to actually see a city, you know?
Hey.
Yeah, I think this guy set all this up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Crap.
Yep. Shit. We are not in Kansas anymore.
Wow.
All right. Well, she kept her promise.
Or I cast Fireball. Yeah, of course. Just a simple ransom deal. Wow. Yeah, he's considering it.
Show me the money.
Ah, here it is. Here it is. Yep. Connections. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. Money can't buy daddy!
That is beautiful.
That is awesome.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't matter if you block it or not. Oh! 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 Oh, this guy's legit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Whoa! That was so good!
Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
Oh, there she is! Oh my god! Whoa,
She's
whoa!
fast!
Whoa! And the animation, too!
And that's while time is slowed down like
What?
this, you know. Holy shit. Okay.
Jesus! Whoa!
Not traumatized at all by the exploded head.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's death.
Yep.
So what would have happened on some form if any of your stuff had hit? Although you're casting cantrips effectively.
Well, and that's probably what
Oh,
happened.
she's just dragging him by the hair.
Yeah.
What if the father was in on it too?
Yeah, no.
No, he's not in on it, no.
Uh-huh. Yep. And you died once in the real world.
Where are you going? Get over here. Teach me. Yep. That was not a no.
Yeah.
And he comes back into the light. Cool. Ah,
probably.
Who's to say? Who's to say? We'll find out. A young lady in violence.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, and they brought up the whole idea of, hey, death.
All right. This was a really exciting episode.
Yeah, we got some proper action. Mm-hmm. Okay, I
got ourselves a new character that's going to be kind of our next root arc, if you will, of sorts.
Yeah. The next person that Rudius basically has to interact with
and
to
figure
teach
out how to make a connection.
Exactly, to basically teach him those social skills that he never learned in the real world.
Exactly,
awesome.
Because it's fun. It's fun to have him basically be the one that's so intelligent that he can maneuver a lot of the things with the father. But what's really cool is to see him interact with someone that's illogical, irrational, and also just nigh unlikable.
Oh,
because then it's a way of showing that, okay, if she's capable of changing, anybody is.
Exactly.
It's more stuff to reinforce the idea that there are a lot of ways in which people who have some aspects about them that drive people away. All they need is one good friend to come in and shake things up, and their whole life can be changed.
And so, one of the probably my favorite line from this episode was the "money can't buy dere," and the thing is that also applies to Rudius.
Right, it's
Magic
true.
can't buy dere.
True,
right?
Yeah.
Just because you can get all these awesome powers and everything, that's not going to make you grow and develop as a person.
Right. Yeah.
It might help you set you up so that you can have that happen in an easier way, right? Or without a bunch of environmental complications, right?
Right.
But that's still something you got to work out on your own.
Right, because what helped him here was not actually how well he bested the guys. It was his decision to not betray her.
Right.
Because that moment was a very much a, Eris will remember this kind of moment. But not only that, he considered it. He was like, wait, so how much is that? Like, would that, pay for 2 entries? Into,
right, he wanted to know exactly what he was saying no to. Yeah.
And they were not stiffing him.
Nope.
Apparently.
Nope.
Like, I very much believed they're like, yeah, you're good at magic. We're going to treat you seriously. In some ways, this is probably the thing that's really fun about this world, is that you show competence in a skill or field. Oh, you're 7? We don't care.
Yeah,
we actually don't care. We're going to be like, yeah, we'll give you 100. What was it? Azura gold coins or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's just like, I would assume they'd be like, we'll give you 10 whole coins.
Right.
And it's like
7% straight off the top.
Right. And it's just the idea of like, oh, okay, Azura gold pieces. Yeah. So it's like, no.
You'd be set.
They're serious. Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, meta-wise, that actually just makes sense for this world, because if you have a world where adventurers exist, people would have to have a very flexible perspective on possible, right?
Yes.
Yes,
right. Very true.
So
very true.
Yes, if you can have people that do all kinds of crazy shit that, we've seen people do, and
divine level magic.
And by fantasy conventions we can assume people can do. Right. Then you get some 7-year-old that can cast some spells pretty good. It's like, I've seen weirder shit.
Yeah, that feels pretty normal.
Right.
Now, you as a 7-year-old seem special in the 7-year-old spectrum.
Right.
But in terms of like weird shit in general, this is a Tuesday.
You're in our same sort of sphere of things. Of yes, the place where weird shit happens. You're not just some random person who hangs out in a town and where nothing happens, right?
Yeah, I loved that Rudy nearly died here. The fact that we have had multiple ways in showing how big this world's scope can be with regards to magic. And of course, now we're starting to meet beastkin that have many different types.
Yep.
This is showing that the world sliver that he's been exposed to is extremely small, and he will get a much bigger experience of it as the story goes on. But Rudy, what's your plan for death? Because you might be in a almost like dreamlike environment where you get to redo your life. You get to learn magic.
Have awesome magic. It's great.
You get to potentially make all kinds of wonderful girlfriends. Yeah. But no, like, you could die. You need to think about what your goal is here.
And one of the things that I love about that is that, the fantastical elements of this story really feel like they're dialing up all the potential struggles and victories that he could have had in the real world, right?
Yes.
In the same way that he could have a very cushy life because he has magic, theoretically, in the real world, he was a smart guy. He probably could have done, decently well for himself, if he had been able to, escape from his room and,
overcome all the trauma from, bullying.
Exactly,
and
right.
Like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he is much better. He has a lot more going for him than he did in the real world, right? But the opposition has a lot more going for them as well, right? So the very first time that he goes to do something as a serious job in the outside world, he almost dies.
Yeah,
right.
So it does reinforce the idea that maybe you had the right idea on some level back in the in the previous world. So I would love to see again, while he was saved by Ghislaine. And oh my god, the treat
awesome.
that was Ghislaine just absolutely going wild there. Which also, I'm pretty sure there was, when the fireworks went off, was there like just an animal sitting there on the roof that saw that?
I want to say that was Ghislaine.
Yeah, I just wondering if that was
that was her. Yeah.
But is that like, does she have like an animal form or something? Because I couldn't tell because of the perspective of
there's the perspective, and then her hair is very much like a mane.
Yeah, that's just her. That's not an animal form or anything like that. That's just actually her.
Yep.
She did like a pounce off of the
Assassin's Creed, leap of faith,
Right.
Uh-huh.
I loved it.
Yep.
But yeah, her running along the rooftops,
that
the
was
camera
super cool.
angle changing as she jumped into the alley and disintegrated the sword.
Yeah.
I just want to see that 3-second bit again. That's just so freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yep. And boom, gone. And then the color change.
Yeah, the rainbow rings as it's because that was just the sound effects from her doing the moves.
She moved so fast she went plaid.
Right. Goes into just different colored outlines for her, and then just everything explodes behind her. It's okay, all right, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Looks like it's a cursed blood sword of some kind. So
and
cool.
Everyone's just pulverized.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, to be fair, she didn't kill the clerk guy.
Right.
Because, one, she might have assumed, hey, he might have been trying to help.
Yep.
But also, the idea of she knows him, and he might have info.
Right, exactly, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to get tortured.
Besides, he wasn't going to get away,
No, of course not. Of course
she's
not.
here, therefore it's over.
She probably looked down immediately and saw who had weapons, who didn't, and who, was looking and pointing where, and then she's just oh, those two? Okay, cool.
There's a reason in this very wealthy family that she is, the protector of the household.
Sword King.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
Uh-huh.
So no wonder Paul had no shot beating her in a fight.
Nope.
If anything, she probably had to tone it down whenever fighting Paul so she didn't kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now Paul's not bad. He's a retired, good adventurer.
Yeah,
I love that Paul and Zenith are, the median power scaling in this world, if you will.
Right, they're fairly basic adventurers, right? They're good, but they were able to have that career and retire alive.
But they did retire, which means that they mastered their areas enough to where they were okay, we've hit our top that we're satisfied with, and we'll stop so that we can raise a family. Mm-hmm. But, okay, also, the situation, Paul sent Rudius here, said no contact at all. I am really curious about why he would do that.
I think that was something where it, a decent part of it is coming from Paul's own upbringing of
that's what he experienced.
Yeah, maybe? For him that was a lot more necessary because of how bad his dad probably was. Paul probably is also aware that he's not necessarily the best dad either. But then it's the whole thing of because he had to learn to be independent in that kind of probably harsher way. Then it's I'm seeing Rudy be a bit dependent. I want to make sure that that's taken care of, right?
I think you've got it, yeah.
And then there's just the added bonus for us, the audience, and then hopefully we won't have to hear Rudy talking about grooming the child anymore. But, I loved the whole idea of the letter to explain things. That's a great way to make it so that you can have Rudy be sent away with Ghislaine in the previous episode in a very fast, to-the-point manner, but then still get the explanation later. And the whole thing of, yes, Paul is Paul and is I only ever was able to beat her in bed, and then it's just all right, and
send it to Zenith.
Send it to Zenith, and he's of course, it's
and she saluted.
that was I really appreciated that. I was also a bit surprised, and maybe this is just a development bit for Rudy or something, but even in the previous episode with the little bit that Ghislaine was in there, I was surprised that he never commented on her body. Now he did technically this one, but it was more about how built she was.
Do you want to go into that? Because I think there's actually a little bit of a grosser kind of reason for that.
He does not care for the Ara Ara.
He does not care for those that are that much older than him.
I thought that at first, but then I remembered back to Mom and Maid. And he did seem to...
True. Okay, so I think maybe his survival instincts were too strong.
Yeah, he is
thirst.
Right.
Yeah. Because he read Paul's joke out to her, and she got mad at him. She was terrifying when that whole camera angle of just seeing how much she towered over him in the carriage. Oh no, I'd be scared shitless too. But that is a very interesting point. Now, possibly that's character development. I don't think it is.
Okay.
I think it's primarily either he's not interested or he was too scared,
Sure.
And I think the show was more reinforcing the idea that he was too scared.
Regardless, I do appreciate the fact that the show gave such up-close shots of her fantastic muscles, because we need more muscly ladies in anime.
Yeah, and she took something bad to the stomach, apparently, back when, or what have you. She had a really grody scar there that was like, oh yeah, this didn't kill me.
Right.
Like
she ate
back the fuck up. Like I took this like a champ.
Yep. Like there's something to be said for sure of like the person who's so badass they never get like hit in a battle or whatever. Right. But like my like favorite examples of badassery is when it's like, nah, they've taken some hits, and they're still kicking just fine.
And to be fair, we are in a world with like potentially god level healing magic, where resurrection from the dead is basically possible.
Right. And another thing that I appreciate about that is that we can have there be more realistic stakes, or at the very least physical consequences when things happen.
Yes, because they might get reverted at some point later.
When Eris was getting her head stomped into the stone, right? Naturally, there would be teeth and blood everywhere, right?
And so they showed that.
Now, then it's not too much of a problem because we could, Rudy was able to heal it.
Happened.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. The idea that this show is reinforcing that things like shit can happen to our main characters.
Yep.
They're going to remember this.
Yeah.
But just because they remembered it, the magic of this world does have a lot of capabilities to smooth over those bruises and scars and marks.
Right. So if you do get a scar, what the hell gave you that scar?
Well, right. But also just the idea that as Rudy goes through his own development here, he's going to find out, like you were saying earlier, what things magic can solve and what things magic can't solve.
Right.
And given that this episode was all about what magic can't solve, perfect. Now she's ready to learn magic. Now you're ready to teach her magic because you solved the social, emotional connection first. Right. Now, I can tell potentially that they're setting up another uncomfortable situation here. But it's something where it might actually be something where it's just pushed down the line as well, because they're going to spend 5 years together.
Yep, there's that as an absolute possibility.
Cool.
Also, even though I still think it probably is some kind of arranged marriage potential thing.
It could be,
it could be that it was because he said, and you'll pay for two people to go to the university, and the dad's just like, oh, that's it?
Right.
Oh.
It's a steal deal.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's all you wanted. All right, cool, sure.
You know that costs 10 Azura coins,
right? Yeah,
for
exactly.
the two of you.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I think that might actually be the thing, is where...
Like, this is a 5-year contract,
right.
like...
Yeah, I think what also might be implied here a little bit, and this is why I was like wondering, see if you were going to bring this up, but I think Paul just wanted Rudy to get away.
Yes,
like, he wanted Rudy that's out of his like life for a little bit. Because I got the vibe, I got the vibe from the cousin, the daughter's father, that he was like, that Paul. And I'm like, wait a minute. I wonder if he can read between the lines of the father is not directly getting anything from this other than the growth of his son.
Sure.
Therefore,
is there something else?
What's the other
like
reason
the son
that he's
being
doing
gone?
this?
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, maybe his son was a little shit,
Well, and
now he knows him, and he's like, maybe he's not, but there was something different. I don't know.
But Rudy did make Paul's life a bit more complicated, and while he did say, I'll try and make it up to him later for, throwing him under the bus with the whole thing to protect Lilia.
Oh, yeah.
That we didn't see that happen afterwards. So, it could also totally be a thing where Paul's just like, that plus the argument, maybe he's just like, have him go away for like a little bit. But
I mean, hey, this is what Rudy wanted, and he's getting it. And in a lot of ways, this worked out really well.
Yeah.
Like, this worked out really well, despite the surprise of run.
Yeah,
she's a little girl and a bitch, excited to see their dynamic evolve as she keeps some of her Sun aspects, but then the Dere kind of comes in.
Even if it's just like a tiny bit, it's like, okay, there we go. Some progress.
She's still got the red hair.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
One does not simply go through an anime where the red-haired character does not yell at the.
Well, let's make it a bit more general.
Yeah.
One does not simply go against your hair color in an anime.
That is true.
Like
that is actually true. That, I mean,
in a lot of different,
but not simply.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if ain't that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.